bila mwananchi na wanti nangeje leo ndirete kurwa tena kumugano kidogo batumugano ya kiasi share a little bit. All right, ekora mwananchi na bakondekera nganye ali ontegerete kurwa going to have this new platform. Nataka kubaga siniga ndete yara kwa magana masiga. I can have some more light. Yes, ndete nara kwa tu nara abante sabali ya radio. Maybe can I call it a media channel? Which is nara wange sabali ya radio ngaki sabali ya radio. Oh, not too much. Some blackouts. So na mimi wala remember we have some blackouts internet na. Ndio kwa haraka kwa nangu guru ya ndio kwa sabali. I hope my sound is okay. Ipende lax tu kana la kwa ange story. Tumaite nanga yali ya tegerete kurwa. Ago kunya kwa manager. Yes, thank you super liche ndaga tabaga party dege se super news station. Yeah, thank you so much. I want just to give you the memories. Kenya go kwa nanga mwananchi bali bakunya kondikira kanya kondikira go chagaiga. We are celebrating 18 years ya radio. Ndete okura back nanchi bunanga kinchi tego toka igesa. Asimu ya kiena beregesa. Nguchinde kwa story. Bunanga kinchi tego toka igesa. Thank you so much. Asibali baga nitako mwananchi, kindly you can share. Just keep on joining. Mbona nitako ko irange story. Gesege chake tishite kicharenge marongo ibere sano nibere. Chumuti ni orenge ogatatu mwaka 2006. By the way, to be very honest, nani charengereti na kangereti gusini chakabu moralia we a radio. Ina bought a lot of interest in media, but ina rangereti gusini chaku kwa nike usi. Just remembering a number of things kanganawe kakando gage karongo kwana. Maybe probably I will do this one again. I do keep my notebooks. Just. Well, let me give you a story. Munanga ki nchite go talk in the media. Ingo kina, I really wanted to wasomera mangano yuborali. Naga somere naga tegerire barantu baga kwanire ya radio. Kwanza na magazeti. My father arenge member ya British American Insurance Company. I think they were Britain one. And then my father yari umwalimu. Thank you Soro na Karolire. My father ari umwalimu ono buna agakire akagurire gaseti. And my father ajita basoma ni Ekioge. Nyataka basoma ibitabo ya Oliver Twist. Akatwalira ibitabo ende kare tatana akanyure sigara kare nakinatigete kare mba akabekire masakanara akabekirwe sinigi sigara akabekirwe isikari ya rupe SM isikari ya rupe boigo ono timanye tigo sama sakana ya katumikira okabe getabu lakini masakanara ngamba baliri akabire bitabu yae bitabu ngeri ya my dad nyo tabu ate getukinga bunekiga cyari ngin red kakajire bitabu yae okune lakini kuko kunega tabu kebe clean. When my father ajite gwisira isko ikero ngera gwatinya kweka mbona bati biro bya nyakweka kunya gasoma my father asomete uru musongo asomete kadno tungana asomete na basongo bana ajite ko kwane gasongo buya kwa bwatire gatabu mu gataba anyene gatabu kabura atinga Oliver Twist ani ajite basoma when I used to love njaga isira isko ajite basoma mbona kandi ngandaka the first thing nikibwate gasete aka give me that yona ni miaka ya chakire ko awasoma kuri bono miaka ya chile, but of course he reads wekali birole. He used to love reading. Wana kana gachireka guseka twalengeka. I remember at one point twagachine twagitegara ngosoma school jya lengeka soma father gani ngumwalimu manu school. So at some point ingete grade 5 into chita komo kana chita gosoma eronge note mugirango I think twabeta running 2 years. I think nangi was grade 5 and grade 6. But one thing I remember getting a okosoma Korea. I used to love the way we could read. And then I got some maths class 8. But I used to write a lot of compositions. My father my mom used to teach me. My mom and now kongese ibogo with Rosan. My mom kore chiesa kongese ibogo. My mom was me arenge grade 3. Konsomia arenge grade 2, 3, 4. Kini get a 4 mano muntu arenge kumak chincha chiane my dad. So I could write every day. Njena akasomire wikana kalikira composition insha every day. Amwiro market. Now that I didn't go mwalimu ono kiko tole nere. I remember at one point one gago somia with my late brother Geoffrey Twagachire. Toko ganda go tore mwalimu ngostomenyete nere tumenyete komo bono toko nkulika competition every evening tena ngora nta nkulika competition. So it really influenced me ngenchare ngikukwana. Ngenchare ngikukwana ngesonge ngenchare ngogasoma. And then with the time ngoja gusuka. And then my late brother ungenaro ero go sitete umanagro kwa Joseph Sorobi. Joseph was he was a teacher and he was a pastor too. And he could sing, he could do, I think he was the funniest. Very funny. My brother was very funny, my elder brother. So, Bonere, mwalimu Swahili. And then he could speak very nice Swahili. So he also influenced me because he could speak very nice Swahili. I remember going to University. Abantu bali abakatu arochi buna abana bakiko gukina bakwenda university. He was one of them. But yet he was the head boy. St. Paul's Kikano. And then there was something like most head boys university, something like that. But he worked hard and he went to university. And then when he was in more university, he could just come and tell me stories. And then I started getting a lot of influence. He's still in primary. I could get a lot of influence the way he could do Swahili, and then he could go to university, some of the skits they are doing in the university. I was very, very smart, even to be good with acting. Skit, idea, executing that idea, those things, I was very nice. And then my brother used to play guitar and a lot of instruments. He could play a lot of instruments. So I remember going to university now, what the choir group, the Glorious Choir. He had a choir, I could sing with them. And because of that, actually we could do skits. Because I remember in primary we could do a lot of skits. And njoga soma kwa nena someta bwango. Kasomalio kakende kasomalio kawono. Na kaka sini there's some stories I've done in some of the families which really contributed radio, the family of Reverend Enoch Obiro. Abana bae really so much. Oh, you are so good, you're so talented. There's another video I've done. I'll be able to. I did that one with a camera with Murandi. What I used to do skits. But one of my brother could come up with an idea. We want to do a skit. And when I get to what Easter, we could do a skit. What the Christmas, we do a skit. Anything, and even in church, talk come up with a skit, or either we do a song. Muradia, thank you, Murkai, and Akore Kurkata. So I could just keep on sharing this. I want to tell people my story. So my brother could, I think, opportunities. We used to sing in our family. In fact, all my brothers, instruments, they sing. Even me, I have a guitar here, I have a keyboard, but I'm not so good. I think it's because I'm a bit busy. But I go chesanda, I can go chesabuya, but go chesandi, gitango chesande. But I know my brother, and I want to can play it very well. You know, they play very well. These instruments, they are very good and they sing very well. Well, no, I had a lot of interest in skits. So we could do skits to come up with a skit to act, to prepare kuruka. We are enough. We were crew. We were enough to do some things. But now we incorporate our cousins. We could go to church. We go to our local assembly. So every Sunday we could come up with something to present. Either we do a song or we. Oh, thank you. Your show is live and clear. Thank you so much, Asante Bernard. So I could just go we do a song or we do a skit. That is how we started. But I had a lot of interest, and then I could act. Naturally, karoko ngomera kinde primary tinalengi wokwana. I could not. No ngomera, I'm just a quiet person. But in go away microphone, namanya quacked. But it was just like this. Bueno, I did, and then many people were out. Wakamenyere Kisumu, Nairobi, Bagocha, Chikagichijole. But that boy is really very talented. So that I developed a lot of interest. Bueno, nginyoletenye munyote ngaki ya Saddam Hussein. Imonyote ngaki ya Saddam Hussein, balibara inyole ngaki akakwande musoso wa uba. Bakakwande chi story toka somera international news. Kara kina miss time bakasoma news. Akuriri Rwanda insecure chichiwata gisegi. Saddam Hussein, George Bush. And those stories, when I could just listen. My dad was whatever, American akinsi URA, bakisegi chiko Rwanda, makombora ni nini. I could just get interested. That is where a lot of interest in. Gisegi chiringo lenga chibete kinde either class 6 or 7. But I take those international news. Those international news. Na I say radio. Chaga sumuru KBC. And they were sounding very interesting. So I kept on developing a lot of interest, and then I started scripting news. As I was scripting news, and then I had a lot of interest in programs to deal with productions. So what I did, into akairo mavere, bali munyo leta mavere anyayo, toka cheto chikoya mavere, toka tumto chikoya mavere, linde ko tolenjera gocha twa kunora twanyu, twa batane. Bali munyo leta story cha mavere. What I decided to do, gaswako rosia, mavere muna kwa kairo ile mavere muna via linkiga. Well, I decided to do something. I could just come. Narusia mabere kama mabere ali alire. Nabutole gente kigaiga. Narosi nabutole space yegaiga ganto gaiga. Namanya korosia igente chikatuni. Nachora chikatuni nachora. Nabeka gasakarama namanya korora. Namanya kugembenga kia bana bari break na batebia oyonka denga na mpira nasukia sinini. Keningi keregaiga nasukia sinini. One, it's like a film. In Nigeria, I think I have a film. I think in the Tekena Keroche, let me show you. My first camera I will show you. I have my first camera here, I will show you. So, let me use this side. I have these things here. I don't know where I'll use them again, but I used to do these reels. Well, nabona akarosirike ntokenga buneke gakine negative. Nabona akarosirike ntokenga buneke chige chaka gachuri ndi scan chirega iga no chaka chono. I used to do narosirike ntokenga buneke ga. I'm very sure ngabana bambali batamanya what is this. But I could draw. And I could come up with very creative stories. That is how my journey started in media. And then later on, when I could draw cartoons, I really wanted to be a cartoonist. Lakini wana nchora ngangana, nchiko come out very well. But I really tried. And story later on, Karona na called those things take a form 1. Not kind of form 1. No, primary I used to do a lot of primary used to do a lot of draw cartoon and then quacked skits. Karoneka secondary one, I started having a lot of interest in writing. Nakasomera vitabu vya literature, vilitoka somera kina Buriani, vitabu vya mashetani, Kichengetile. I used to love the way those guys were writing, and then I started doing some plays. I remember I have that book here. The first book I ever wrote, I have it here, Dunia ya Kereketa. I wrote that book when I was in Form 2. So because of consistency, I think I'll do another video later. Dunia ya Kereketa. Mhusika wangu mkuu alikuwa ni Liz. Liz alikuwa ni msichana mwenye alijipata katika lindi la matiti ya matuta ya matata. wakati alipata kwamba baba mzazi amekufa, mama pia amekufa na ndugu zake, maisha yakachukua mtindo na mwendo ambao ulisababisha maisha yake kuwa na shida chungu nzima. So I did a Swahili book. It was called Dunia ya Kereketa. I did that one in Form 2 all through up to Form 3. I think it was done, but I never published it. Still, I have it. It was just a fiction story. And then in the process, I could do a lot of skits. Could do a lot of skits. Nachibekase nakalika skit nachibekase nakachirikira nachibekase na print masakara dine nanga networked in church. And then also I started acting. The path of Christ was the crucifixion of Jesus. I could do those skits. I could go to the Bible na so manasoma version church pinga kiyesa bambetu unabona iga kangabona na call skits. And in fact some skits njira na call on radio. Njira na call the chega it was in the files. I remember ngo isinansansi natebanga kiyesu nali abantu nali actors, and then twakora story nga kiyesa abambira umusaraba ngaki abantu ngaki ibintu byose byakite Passover. I could do those nali scripting matwa act and such. So that is how I did a lot of interest kana in the high school. I was interested in yokunya kulika, and then one of my journalism club. Karonchete high school number 1 karotoko in high school twalenga abana 4 minto Wanasema jina lengo makenga tebo kora genda itibo kwa bere itibo kidogo umunye kuruororo ochako gende skuru yawe rangire kero form 2. So kero nguchiko enda form 2 alinchita kwa enda St Paul's ke kana sina rangi katika ndaka kana nara I had a lot of interest, but I love mwalimu ngoro kusimino sego retire. Simino sego was a Swahili teacher and he was very good and very charismatic. So still my interest kanyagukira. No, I was almost everywhere. Ngocho randi cartoon, kuli kandi skit, kuli kandi play chindego chigaiga. We started a journalism club tongero kunga chibisi Kano Broadcasting Corporation. We could read news. Sometimes we could fear story because we had a deputy ngoro kule mamba ngo mutindi. So you have to be very careful the kind of stories you write, but they could give us an opportunity. I remember nakarikirichi story ichio twarika. We were a team of many other guys. We were mobile Dennis Odunga na yeno adenge Kano, but was ahead of me. And when Najitaka Swa Kenya Mass, he was ahead of me akaenda Kenya Mass. Dennis Odunga is one of them we could write stories with. Twantoka na twarika story or ya cleaning, kitchening akiere games, and then we come and read. The Kano was also a very good opportunity for me to read my news. But of course challenges war and other things. And then also I got a lot of influence from Mwalimu Nguru Bonchari. I've forgotten his name. Chitili Kuru Bonchari nchendo Monto West Mugirango, but no matter Mwalimu Kuru Bonchari because my principal by then okay. Ontumi was my principal, but then he's late. But na epopo. So Ontumi, there was a teacher get on Guru Bonchari. I can't remember, but I remember I think he used to teach commerce. But it could influence us because of Tom Atandi. There's a young man who sirete renge ko radio BBC ngor ku Tom Atandi. So Tom Atandi akorege pindi geta katumire salams. So through I think mwalimu uyo, I don't even know ngakia gachire, but at least once in a while could organize yaringe Kano boys. My good friend kala ka mention ile tage Kano. We sifuni timetero ngitwa kanyorire radio because I think itwa kachiri ko sifu mwalimu uyo maragoba. Ngendekera katwale nga salam sa mashabiki was salam sa nini ngendekera I can't remember in BBC, but this gentleman Tom Atandi passed on. This guy was young and he could do the Swahili and he could greet us. Hey. So and then he used to do it very well. So he also influenced me a lot. But of course face to face, but he used to work with BBC. And then ngokora at some point kangolete kurgekano njeterere ngachanga somo kibiriko na watu wacharete kungapana na watu wabate another program toka called news twala temetera ro news to gokora. But again also in high school I used to do a lot of mashairi na kalikira mashairi. I have them in my files here. Na kalikira mashairi class 111J. I remember ngokora li shairi limoja ngoro kwa ajirimbiza watoto almost up to nationals, and then I started also training other children. Nangasomilia abantu banakigiria abantu. I remember even ngakira money get my sister kana I think provincial mashairi nko tulikalia nyumba. I remember nko nataka tukalia kuna strikes in the government of Nyake. Nyake means Kenya, and I remember mwalimu nalo ngo mugera kwaita ngoro kwake. Wora wana ngoro kwa the brother linge university ako he could just go through my poem. Mwana akalikira poem ichiga. High school ndi get poem sana. Even high school, I remember go participating in Science Congress. I remember Tawakora with another guy called Joshua. Joshua Maoga nowadays is in US. I remember Tawakora something in Science Congress. Tawakora Tegoro ya making paper from water icing. Ngakiri water icing yakumire sana ke Victoria. So I had a lot of interest in those things. I remember talking up to national levels, talking about Kamaseno. But of course, the experience was so bad because Maseno Majitali ngoro twachandika sara hot machara mabaliri tungusunyikonyo. But I had a lot of interest in those things. Karango kwara form 4, I had a lot of interest talking to join, but still kingo chikoliko kwara ngaswa kurigerelia some other companies cha Reuters ngalili ndukende some other nyagasomire gaseti sana. There's a certain company yango train journalist from UK. So got to mama ikwerende. By the way, ndareba I started writing nagatumira marube. I have those files here. I'll check them. I remember ngolika marube to the editor. I used to do letters to the editor, and these letters to the editor nagakolire nagatumire gochia standard na Taifa Leo, and they used to remember ngolika tunahitaji shule za wasichana, barabara mbaya, kwani barabara ya magombo ya lengembe nakalike story cha Nyamira. Nalika tu letters to the editor nalika liaga ndia bali published yali kwa Erastus Sorobi, Erastus Muturi Sorobi, St. Paul's Kikano. So even the bimbering kunya kwa even bimbering kunya kunyora, I think I'll just find some time in work in a very orderly way. But I had a lot of interest. So karonde high school na ali get chat kuchinga sana chaga achire. And in fact nginya kulika chat kichiga another guy olenge nginyore tungo kubitugi matundura. He used also to write a lot of articles bitugi matundura. He could write a lot of articles. So mwana munya kulire bitugi matundura kan kulika chat ko yale I think yale lecturer university, but by then he was a student. I think either Maseno University or Simo University. So I could do a lot of articles, nalika article, nalika interview chiga. When I was almost interviews. Karna kwa form 4, let me just finish there. Karna kwa form 4, one on go interest. My dad atagete babu mwalimu, my mama alikumbuli kenda koro kwenye gitari. But me had a lot of passion na mangana media. So nkara kora media bono ngakiri te bono media ntutuma itinga yugo chikogenda, ntuma itinga yugo chikonyara kubago koholi. Bono ikambera kong bono ngakiumuntu ngo chikwegera, but I kept on trying gatema mwaka na gatemire bono twakaganyire. The only institution yaringe cover media was Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, so KMC ere South B. So I could wait batangasa kurase bagatangasire nakaganyire batangasa bagotangasa twagenda twakora uchi interview bari bagweta bayira boy and a girl abandi toirana. So I did that for I think 3 years. I remember bakomeka twakaganyira KBC atangasa noma. I remember mtu akatangasa tena remember botera bati aba wanafunzi wangependa kujiunga na taasisi ya mawasiliano ya KMC baba tebita mwagende status level or something like that. I remember ngogenda ngake ya moto ko woli batu anga direction kuwasi tukayebwe assignment interview to tutolikera ngonga kyuka describe ngo kimuntu akukuruseino mpaka agende school kuruseino mpaka school gose kuruseino mpaka so somete such kind of things. But I remember to akora the first year, second year garara tema. But in between, to cut the story short, ngacha Nairobi. I've done also another video about that. Nairobi. I have done a video about that. I'll be able to post it. By the way, this Mongono young Nairobi is a pastor. He's one of those people who could see my talent, and then I can be arrested. So to talk at the KMC. I can't tell you Nairobi. And I think nanga toke ngocha ngogenda buoya amenyete madare note, and then in the process ngana garra Kenya Mass. I remember ngana the first time I first okay kana cheta ro nkuchukuboli libaga nyora na Congo because it was really hard. And then you see they never had parallel programs which are only regular students but sponsored by the government, but only pick on 2 per district. Let me cut the story short. Later on, ngachangira na gusika but then nyorete munyaruka getga kwa negasonga gata ngetingo nyara. I tend to think that it was Sofi Kenya. Ngaki kana banyorete si school kaira na back. That was 1999 there in 2000. Kaira na back. Busi nkaenda nkaba gusi I think for another year and then ngachangira na Nairobi. But in the process, one ngachanganyora libaga. Ngachanga so Kenya Mass. And so Kenya Mass 2002. So you can imagine so gonna arrive at matukunya na kalturo 97. Ingoleta form 4 wono gati megaiga. Nkaraba isko wono matuka US pere kango so Kenya Mass already. I had done a lot of skits. By the way, iria matuka yane ngaga ni kwa skits nyingi sana. KBC achiteka twali baga. KBC Kisumu, ngakyali sichayari KBC Kisumu. From my local assembly, Deliverance Church in Marongo with Pastor Meshach, we were doing talk recording each tape. I have tapes here. Each cassette. I have those tapes here. We could do those steps. Just show you. We could do these reels. Let's try. Talk record with these reels. Sorry. We could record with these reels. And take it which reel. Maybe to talk record. We used to record Twatuma. We used to record those Ninis, Twatuma. We used to record quite a number of them. Bueno, tukapata kwa drama. Drama into rachikolete sana. Tukapata drama twaira KBC. Chiko sori chukwe. Into rachikolete sana. Bueno, tukanya kuiweka na nonya into akakani ryo pachi twakora kitwa submit. Twakora ngosine kantunga ki Christmas kireme chane ye Christmas twakora skit ya moye radio yende twakora kanisa. So we did a number of them. Twali go chituma. Now let me cut the story short because we probably will do part 2. Bueno, karana kora kuru Kenya Mass in 2005. I had trained as a film producer. That is what I trained, and I did a lot of productions. Nakodete Kababa, Nakodete production East or West. I did a number of them. I loved them into TV films, so I could do a lot of films. But then got production is interesting. It's what I got pneumatic tape. You got to take on the Petacam. I can try to show you. This is Petacam. I can try to show you. This is Petacam. I want the film now. This is Petacam. Any tape. I did some productions here. Next tape. I'm back in the group. So these are tapes to So what I did was I did a number of them. Kakarachi nyingi sana. I had a lot of interest in working in a TV station, doing productions was really my good thing. College productions, coming up with creative ideas, coming up with ideas and all those things. I did a number of them. And then in the process, NGO, Kinde student, News Productions International. By the way, attachment, edited by Jim Swift, by then, who was from United States. It's an international NGO based in US. We do with productions. They've done Tough Choices, Power of Love. So college production sana with the director my former lecturer Animungai. Kagenda ngabamanya. Kana bamanya barenchira abantu bamanya tegashimba manya tasayu. In fact, I knew them attachment later on, but I contract a lot of children's programs with them, working a Bible club. I did a series with them, a lot of children's programs. I used to go to Eldoret, I used to do for them. I did a number of productions with them. On part-time, I can contract consultants, like scripts for, like now I can do a lesson about do not lie. And then adding the story, Anania and Safira. So I could create scripts, narrows here. When that one needs to use somebody who understands the Bible, who can be able to do applications. And I could teach Bible club now I could teach series for some years. And then in the process, kwenye narudi Nairobi umeoka konga ke Nairobi wa code school 2005 kagenda nina naikaiga nkaba amatuko abere ngwakirwe esimi kunyori natwarire esimi kunyori natwarire esimi bono ngwakirwe esimi nakodo esiko natwarire esimi ngwakirwe esimi ngotebichwa interview nation bono bakonageria interview saa 5 nkarerisa busi. The earliest negative was the following day. Chisa chiamambi banga the interviews you finished yesterday. But I remember going back a nation or rubber and tobacco, they were going, have you done anything? But yes, my productions in I have quite a number of them here. I can tell you are good. Okanga continuity director. Mkai women me okaba continuity director. There is something more kora TV programs. Ndire mo kora mo shoot go smoke break for lunch. Mwaka chibi chibone bintu bide. Ne mwacha kogendera. So that is what I did. Ngaiwe contract. Nakora na nation program ko kunga one to many. I might this bad ngaba nyore it was a scripted comedy. Yarenge kuba director arenge kwa Kanja. So angaki na litu abantu muntu renko ko production manager kunga ki pesa na bisu mungwana yarengo mumero mungwana Maita Magiri, who was the production manager. I went to his office and interview, you can start. So nakora nation on contract basis for nakora episode chiarenge 13 karona kora tujitoka kwa season 2 lakini tuko kora iga, and then I got another contract also working with the same Good News Productions International Africa. They are based in Dublin, United States, but they have their headquarters in Africa. Even today, nobody. In fact, I'm the board of trustee. Nenga orabone ya tachiko jogo jankabadi by sorry ngajanga tibona under the board of trustee. So later on, so ngajanga karana ga ndako college program I remember na capsule in Eldoret. But kana ibule kinga tanga kwa ngibule ngayesa kuchaka kire. Kana bule sango chaka kire I remember ngoganda kwa kororo. Even before until we sango chakere kana kuriye mo kana kanyara na choose part of people. Karena mo nyara kantebia, can you stream for us stories kunyamira? Kantebia ko gande rusa ganda to story. Kaganda ka bono inka mo tomba erese ndio kana yocho kumenya story. Bure ngaba rora matukana abeta ka suno mutino muti to story ndio sikena kuchanda kwa story. Bono but of course and debate ko tutumere story to kanyara nengi yere na boto kwa chibes. But of course kana renge kwa china renge kwa story chinyinga sana. Na kaonere media houses na kwa story mo rubo gati mari guini. Mungwana geto ko musemose is a cameraman. Na korete story gete modero dengo woka tukanda tukawani KBC mbatoka tukawani nation no tukawani citizen and a nation kitene makange quality. And then I remember I did another story almost achieve gete orenge Caroline alia Chogoro. Remember tukubwata na with abana ba friends ba journalism, we could go out and do stories tako kana china kachibicha. I used to take pictures camera nere mbwate ya igoroga aliere camera nere gamba tentangani unless ngende ndini kucha wakora another story ndingi but the camera gana pati tangani yane Nikon EM bono naga chibicha naga nibinte binachi naga chibicha nacha nasibi ochichi kide kwa jinasibia chawe kwa set chawe kile teri ane rasta Sorobi, and I could really feel so nice. So to obeka bakabali boto kale kabakabara go tokonya akara, and then of course we did a number of churches. Church kanisa jina gachi jinga sana nakalete camera work nakalete Addison Nganga oyo CFF nakarete camera for some time nakarete nakaranga ba setup nakarete Crisco ne ko baka wangwara na bakarete camera sumara ko kumuna nakarete camera Muiru ni karete camera oro ni karete attachment yani 3 months oro ngakiri babo Angela Jibalonse ngakiri ya lango. Yes, I did camera. And then what else that I did a number of churches around. Twako yubu ntakwenda tunaenda reference church umoja, twako yubu kuri school college students. Anyway, to cut the story short, wala kanangu bunga one of the students twakabera ko molinga head of Yuko Charles Mulama. Ali engineer, still ali engineer on media. I went by the way, harata bako jawa construct, akorenga mbacho station ye kusi. And you can give it a try. And then also there's mwalimu alenge gonso mukuru kwanga mwalimu yale ngoro kone bili teria orengo moluya William Ogonda. Ogonda used to teach me about TV productions. Nganyora yonde. Thank you Rumba Kevin. Nganyora mwalimu oyo ochire Royal Media. So nere William Ogonda ngogenda ranti maybe you can come and do some voice test. There's a station coming up. bono jenga ribaga nkagenda ororo. I remember there's a guy called Tony Timasi. Tony Timasi nga yachite, he was the producer by then. Nkagenda ororo, nagenda ororo nku interview, nkogenda ororo akontebi just record. Remember ngake you and Julian Masharia go record too. I just recorded myself nkogenda ngaganya bono ngachanga kuri interview ngachanga kuri one simi. Remember kanda Eldoret ngokora programs yororo wakuri simi na Alice Chai kontebi nya yule kontebi no when to chiche for interview. I think Alice Chai ngakirete Alice Chai I think ngakirete no karon chete ngakora those voices ngakora ngachanga ngirwo for an interview. Remember karon chete interview nche na nyangau the PhD man tukagenda tugakora interview twarenga abantu abanga I think twarenga na nyangau ninche tuje tarari tukerio tugakora nkabori bugore chingaro na maitengaro chinde chospi because I grew up in a family mangana ngama itebinte akumbori chingero bana musiki I didn't know nani alisababu jina maitari sababu nini I didn't know those things completely. I grew up in a background here kanisa. I didn't know anything about. Don't wabate gita. Tuwabate ikenanda kingi abwate chingara una mora. Mora. Kiarenga orora kene I was not so keen to wabate ikenanda kiarenga kia ikabali. But then kubori wa iswali na boletiwe. Can you tell us 1,199 yasike usi? Of course nende nkangangana. Karangangana kukole interview kogenda agenda ngwakirwa esimi later on yarenga kiye bantu barenga interview Alice no arenga and then of course the human resource go kulusi njimu and then the production manager by then bakakole interview nkagenda agenda nchigera na back to do my productions kumyo kana arenge yamara nkogenda ndo shoot Eldoret and all those things because my line was completely amangana TV productions. Because I remember even when I was in KMC, I got the production ya waiting here pakangara when I went to kind of Burkina Faso for awards. Scripting, coming up with ideas, that was my strength. But then in the process, karana minyoka nagenda na kore interview nagenda ngochangwa kirisi. Kwa kirisi ngote wo kwa rangiriwe kwa ile meremo lakini wacha kwa the second phase. The first phase bakachaka 27th. Bacha getiri tukubuna lero. Ayana wabona twabate timu ya chita abantu batanga ni bacha geta wali sialenge manifestas uongo iba nisinyamwa Kenyanya adonya ndebo ngori orengo no nsaki na twale nkomo college kumba nsaki alenge TV production alenge film production. Anyway ngatewa you will come the second phase abona twajitego gicha toje gesage chagete chitarikira nchitego join gesa May 15th. But then you have to do it before, I think I saw May 15th of 2006. So baga tabango chimale the second phase, ima twani bera woje the second phase. Usi kyanga kia renge kebenga kiyo, kakenda nkaburi bibiri ke usi nkachaka kusoma. Nachaka kusoma ngachaka kugera kusoma ke usi kera wana nyotuma tima itike usi biya iko. Because my interest, my passion was mostly kuchika kwa interview TV, films and such. So to cut the story short, nkogenda karona ganda kindal da writing work in the scene. Around Eldoret, I remember during Cap Choir we were shooting, during some shooting, each program na ngora cha Bible Club. Work racing na Alice second tebia. Akwasa ngire ta kungakira na imba studio, call it na 504. Akungakira ga tebia inchuo kwa uremeremo inchuo ichuo iriro beliao. Kugenda ku iriro beliana kuru Royal Media. We design then I started imeremo 15th of May 2006. Yes, I get the 27th of March, Jenga join on 15th of May 2006. And from there, I didn't go SOA. I remember go corona chitenga correct kulitanga nkaba. I remember to ataka studio karinga kasini nkanya kare program na korukuru mami ngaligere cheka saa 10 katebwa siu enjenga we microphone ngachakani chukwana. Tuwakora I remember I think kitokota I think no Sakia. And then after some time gira nabo nonkabeku in the morning show tukakora na Alice Chai na Nyakebako. And then after some time I remember to swete mbere mwana warudi tukoli tangani to swete nje na Lydia na kaka William Satani, the three of us to swete ngakiwa na PhD man na Nyakebako, the four of us. I think that's when we joined And then from there nende ngarakora morning show, tukarakora morning show kiasi, lakini lady yangu yalitachete leave, ijete maternity leave, I remember, ngakora mid morning, nende kure na morning show, ono kurabo, that is how I joined Egesa. And then I think I'll do part 2. I think for now, 40 minutes is a lot. So basically, that is how I joined radio, and then when I asked wrong, so I go with some of the ideas, what to do. Remember, go chana kimanyi mogosoro, ngachana kore kinyorukia nyangongole, ngachana kipindi kele keroche keraire. Then I started coming up with other programs. Nabona igobole me, and then ngachaka mangana tato yengencho. Wabungo swako nyakolenge living tebinge, so many ideas. Nyakolenge linkolege Ekioge go tell Ekioge later on and such. That was really great memories. I remember talk host. We used to host with Alice Guy, and then told about I used to do news. The late used to do news, and then we used to do Kimanya. We used to work with Onde Nyakevako. Nyakevako was very creative. Ngenchaka telling, ngenchaka kodre kwerende. In the morning nakakaseti kaya akakolera analysis yakaseti akatwakora press review akakolera kaseti yake. Was very intelligent, very nice guy. He used to be very quiet, lakini kako kuma murumonwa points chia ichikubwata nokubwata nagoka. I think I'll do part 2. I think that is how I just joined. Now from there, probably I'll do another one, but that is simply thank you.